Good morning students, this is Ritu Singh, faculty from School of Management, BBD University, and I'll be taking a lecture of Financial Management of BCom second year. This video can be watched by the students of BBA second year also. Okay. So today's topic for the lecture is present value. What is present value? Present value of a future cash flow. It can be cash inflow or cash outflow both, is the amount of current cash that is of equivalent value to the decision maker. So, present value is the value of the cash of your future cash inflows or outflows in context to the present time. And discounting factor is applied while calculating the present value. Discounting is actually the process of determining value of series of future cash flow. Discounting method के through, discounted formula के through, we take out the actual value of the future cash flows. And the interest rate which is applied to calculate the discounted cash flow is called discount rate. So, present value क्या है आपका? Future value की present value, future cash flow की present value, and वो हम कैसे कैलकुलेट करते हैं? बाय द फॉर्मूला ऑफ डिस्काउंटिंग. एंड डिस्काउंटिंग में जो इंटरनल रेट ऑफ रिटर्न लिया जाता है कैलकुलेट करने के लिए, वी कॉल इट डिस्काउंट फैक्टर. तो प्रेजेंट वैल्यू में आपका फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन जो आता है, जो फर्स्ट केस आता है, दैट इज ऑफ प्रेजेंट वैल्यू ऑफ अ सिंगल कैश फ्लो. Present value of a single cash flow. So, in the last lecture we studied that the formula for time value of money is future value is equals to present value into 1 plus r power n. FV here is the future value is equals to present value into 1 plus r. R is the rate of interest and n is the number of years. So when we have to calculate the present value, then formula is written as present value is equals to future value upon 1 plus r power n. Or you can also write it as present value is equals to future value into 1 upon 1 plus r power n. This is your formula for present value when you are calculating present value of a single cash flow. Here, this portion of 1 upon 1 plus r power n is called the discounting factor. It determines the discounting factor through which we are going to calculate the present value of our future cash flows. Okay, so this formula is also written as present value is equals to amount into present value factor at r% and n number of years. This value can be determined through the table values given in your books. So let's see an example here. Mr. A wants rupees 20,000 after 3 years. Mr. A wants rupees 20,000 after 3 years and he is invested at the rate of 10% per year. Mr. A को 3 साल बाद 20,000 रुपीज़ की ज़रूरत है और उन्होंने आज की डेट में 10% के रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट पे अपना अमाउंट इन्वेस्ट किया है. तो व्हाट इज़ द वैल्यू ऑफ दिस रुपीज़ 20,000 in present terms? So the simple formula will be present value is equals to future value upon 1 plus r power n. We will simply write 20,000 upon 1 plus 0.10 power 3. Okay, so the answer will be 20,000 divided by 1.1 power 3, which is also written as 20,000 upon 1.331। और जब आप इसका आंसर कैलकुलेट करेंगे तो आपको 20,000 के कैश फ्लो की प्रेजेंट वैल्यू पता चल जाएगी। इट्स क्वाइट सिंपल, यू कैन डू इट वाया योर नॉर्मल कैलकुलेटर्स ऑल्सो। ओके, so hopefully you understood this formula. So basic formula, the very basic formula is here, and throughout your syllabus whenever you have to calculate the present value of any amount, you will use this basic formula. Then the next topic is present value of annuity. Present value of annuity. Annuity, in last lecture we studied or we discussed that the definition of annuity, what we mean by annuity. Annuity is the equal cash flows done over a period of time or over a period of number of years. So in annuity we are actually applying the formula for the equal cash flows made every year. So for formula for that is present value is equals to amount into 1 upon r minus 1 upon r 1 plus r power n. So here P is the present value, A is your amount, R is the rate of interest, and N is the number of years. With this formula you can easily calculate the present value of annuity amount, that is the amount which you are going to receive every year in equal number. Okay. So then the next topic will be loan amortization. So present value concept is also used for loan amortization. What is the concept of loan amortization? The concept of loan amortization is that whenever an individual or an organization takes any kind of loan, his or her loan will be paid throughout in equal amounts of interest and principal payments. So for example, if a person has taken a loan of 10,000 rupees for 5 years at interest rate of 10%, then in case of loan amortization, every year the equal amount of principal will be deducted from this whole amount. That is, the borrower who has taken the money will also pay the equal amount of principals also. That means in first year he will pay, his loan amount will be 10,000, principal amount में वो 2,000 भी pay करेगा, and 10% of interest rate. तो 10,000 का 10% कितना होगा? 1,000. तो वो 1,000 की इंटरेस्ट पेमेंट करेगा, यानी कि टोटल पेमेंट वो 3,000 की करेगा. दिस विल बी द केस ऑफ फर्स्ट ईयर. अब सेकेंड ईयर में क्योंकि वो 2,000 की प्रिंसिपल पेमेंट कर चुका है, तो सेकेंड ईयर में his actual amount left is only 8,000 rupees. He will pay 2,000 of principal and 8,000 पे जो आपका 10% इंटरेस्ट रेट लगेगा, that will be 800 rupees. So his total payment will be 2,800. Then third year he will be left with 6,000 loan amount. He will again pay the 2,000 of principal amount, 10% interest on this 6,000, that will be 600. He will be paying 2,600 that year. The next year he will be left with only 4,000. He will pay the 2,000 rupees of principal payment and 400 rupees as the interest. Total he will be paying 2,400 that year. Then in the last year he will be left with the only 2,000 principal amount. He will pay that in full and will pay the interest of 200 rupees at 10%, and he will be paying 2,200 rupees that year. So by the end of the 5th year his loan will be completely repaid with the interest and the principal. So you can see here that here in loan amortization, we have been paying the principal in equal amounts every year, so that the principal amount every year is deducted one by one, which also decreases our interest payments. Okay. And the factor applied for loan amortization principle is also called capital recovery factor. तो जो इंटरेस्ट रेट फैक्टर या डिस्काउंट फैक्टर आप अमोर्टाइजेशन के फॉर्मूले में लगाए जाते हैं, उसको हम कैपिटल रिकवरी फैक्टर भी बोलते हैं. आप ये पॉइंट याद रख सकते हैं. दिस कैन बिकम अ पार्ट ऑफ योर 1 मार्क्स क्वेश्चन. द नेक्स्ट इज प्रेजेंट वैल्यू of uneven periodic sum. Uneven or unequal cash flows. अभी जो हमने एन्युटी पढ़ा, प्रेजेंट वैल्यू ऑफ एन्युटी पढ़ा, तो एन्युटी की डेफिनेशन थी इक्वल कैश फ्लोज. और जब आपका अनइक्वल कैश फ्लोज का केस आएगा तो आप प्रेजेंट वैल्यू कैसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे? वी रिमेंबर दैट द फॉर्मूला फॉर प्रेजेंट वैल्यू, द बेसिक फॉर्मूला फॉर प्रेजेंट वैल्यू इज फ्यूचर वैल्यू इनटू 1 upon 1 plus r power n. Let me write this formula again. Future value into 1 upon 1 plus r power n. This is our basic formula for present value. And now we have a series of unequal cash flows for which we have to determine the present value. So for example, a person is getting amount of rupees 1000, then 1200 and then 1500 for the next 3 years. So what is this? These are the unequal cash flows. पहले साल में उसको 1000 रुपये मिलेंगे, next year में 1200 and third year में उसको 1500 मिलेंगे. The discount factor is here 10%. तीनों में ही 10% डिस्काउंट फैक्टर लग रहा है. तो आपको इस अमाउंट की प्रेजेंट वैल्यू कैलकुलेट करनी है. सो व्हाट यू विल अप्लाई जस्ट सिंपल फॉर्मूला, दिस बेसिक फॉर्मूला ओनली. So in this case, the present value will be, first year में you are getting 1000 rupees, you will apply 1000 upon 1 plus 0.10 power 1, ये पहले साल की वैल्यू हो गई. Then next 1200 upon 1 plus 0.10 power 2, because ये आपको 2 साल बाद ये वैल्यू मिलेगी, and plus 1500 upon 1 plus 0.10 power 3. ये वैल्यू आपको थर्ड ईयर में मिल रही है. So by the simple calculator method you can calculate the values also. 1000 upon 1.1 plus 1200 upon 1.1 square and 1500 upon 1.1 cube. तो ये आपकी फर्स्ट ईयर की प्रेजेंट वैल्यू है, दिस इज योर सेकेंड ईयर प्रेजेंट वैल्यू एंड दिस इज योर थर्ड ईयर प्रेजेंट वैल्यू विच यू कैन कैलकुलेट. सो इन केस ऑफ अनइवन cash flows we will be applying this formula. This basic formula is important because when you will be doing the questions of capital budgeting, तो वहाँ पे हम यही formula basically and most of the times use करते हैं. The next is the present value of perpetuity. Present value of perpetuity. Perpetuity means that is for the indefinite time period, or it will run for the long period of time, very long period of time. तो इस केस में आपका फॉर्मूला लगता है सिंपल, प्रेजेंट वैल्यू ऑफ एन्युटी का ही, एंड इट इज सिंपली रिटन एज प्रेजेंट वैल्यू ऑफ perpetuity is equals to perpetuity upon interest rate upon interest rate. So this is your simple formula for perpetuity. So for example, it is assumed that a person will receive 500 rupees annually from his investment for perpetuity. वो indefinite time period के लिए अपने investment में उसे हर साल 500 rupees मिलेंगे. तो उसकी present value of perpetuity कितनी होगी? He is getting perpetuity amount of 500. Interest rate उसका 1.10 है, that is 10%. Answer will simply come as 5,000. So this is the present value of this perpetuity amount. Okay. So the next topic will be multi-period compounding. In multi-period compounding, as we have studied when we were studying the compounding bit of the chapter, so we studied what is compounding. Compounding is the add up of your interest rate on every year's principal plus interest. So if you are doing that compounding multiple times in a year, then it is called multiple compounding. So in multi-period compounding, that is compounding done more than one time in a year. So when you do compounding more than one time in a year, then it is called multiple compounding or multi-period compounding. Then that also have the same formula. You will still apply the same formula of future value is equals to present value into 1 plus r power n. But when there is a case of multi-period compounding or multiple compounding, you will divide this r, the rate of interest, by m, and n will be multiplied by n. So in multiple compounding, your formula will be this future value is equals to present value into 1 plus r upon m power n into m, where m is denoted to show the number of time compounding is done. M is number of times compounding done. So अगर आप साल में एक बार कंपाउंडिंग कर रहे हैं, दैट इज एनुअल कंपाउंडिंग, तो आपका m इज इक्वल्स टू 1 हो जाएगा. इफ यू आर डूइंग इट 2 टाइम्स, दैट इज हाफ ईयरली कंपाउंडिंग. m is equals to 2. If you are doing it quarterly, if you are doing compounding quarterly, then m will be 4, m is equals to 4. And if you are doing it monthly, if monthly compounding is applied, then m is equals to 12. Multiple compounding is done, or it is regarded, or it is sometimes preferred in order to generate more future value. आप compounding जितनी ज़्यादा बार करेंगे, आपकी future value उतनी ही ज़्यादा increase होगी. Okay. So in this case, there is another term which is called effective interest rate. Effective interest rate. So अभी हमने स्टेटमेंट दिया कि आप मल्टीपल कंपाउंडिंग जब करेंगे, यानी कि आप जितनी ज़्यादा बार कंपाउंडिंग करेंगे, आपकी फ्यूचर वैल्यू इंक्रीज करेगी. तो जब फ्यूचर वैल्यू इंक्रीज करेगी, तो आपका जो एनुअल इफेक्टिव इंटरेस्ट रेट होगा वो भी इंक्रीज कर जाएगा. सो मल्टीपल कंपाउंडिंग increases, then interest rate, effective interest rate, also increases. तो कंपाउंडिंग इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू इफेक्टिव इंटरेस्ट रेट. आप जितनी ज़्यादा कंपाउंडिंग करोगे, आपका फ्यूचर वैल्यू उतना ही ज़्यादा होगा, और फ्यूचर वैल्यू जब इंक्रीज कर रहा है, सो वी कैन से कि दैट इफेक्टिव इंटरेस्ट रेट इज ऑल्सो इंक्रीजिंग. सो इट इज कंसिडर्ड. The next is net present value. Next topic is net present value. Net present value. We have studied the present value. What is present value? Present value is the value of your future cash flow and income in the terms of today's time. Then, what is net present value? Net present value is a financial decision which determines the difference between present value of cash inflows with present value of cash outflows. That means in net present value, the difference of NPV is equals to sigma C minus C naught. So C naught here denotes, C naught is cash outflow. C naught is cash outflow, यानी कि ये आपका वो कैश है जो कि किसी भी प्रोग्राम में या किसी भी प्रोजेक्ट में आप अप्लाई करेंगे या इन्वेस्ट करेंगे और उससे होने वाला प्रॉफिट आपका होगा आपकी सीरीज ऑफ कैश फ्लोज जनरेटेड, जो कि आप सिग्मा सी से डिनोट करेंगे. सिग्मा सी इज द समेशन ऑफ ऑल द कैश फ्लोज विच हैज बीन जनरेटेड बाय द प्रोजेक्ट एंड इट विल डिटरमाइन योर नेट प्रेजेंट वैल्यू. दिस नेट प्रेजेंट वैल्यू, ये जो आपकी नेट प्रेजेंट वैल्यू जो भी आएगी, अगर ये पॉजिटिव आ रही है, इफ योर नेट प्रेजेंट वैल्यू इज पॉजिटिव, योर प्रोजेक्ट इज प्रॉफिटेबल. और नेट प्रेजेंट वैल्यू अगर आपकी जीरो आ रही है तो इट मे और मे नॉट बी प्रॉफिटेबल. और नेट प्रेजेंट वैल्यू अगर आपकी नेगेटिव आएगी तो इट विल कॉज यू लॉस एंड इट इज नॉट एडवाइज्ड टू invest in this project. Then net present value में ही आपका एक टॉपिक आता है rate of return. So rate of return is that required interest rate which any person or any individual investor requires while working on any project. तो अभी जब हमने नेट प्रेजेंट वैल्यू पढ़ी और उसमें हमने ये पढ़ा, उसमें हमने ये डिस्कस किया कि पॉजिटिव वैल्यू आने पे ही हमारा प्रोजेक्ट प्रॉफिटेबल होगा और तभी हमें उस पर इन्वेस्ट करना चाहिए. तो हम ये भी डिसाइड करते हैं कि हमें कितना रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट, कितना रिटर्न चाहिए. ओके, सो दैट रेट ऑफ रिटर्न विच इज रिक्वायर्ड बाय द इंडिविजुअल इन्वेस्टर और द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, दैट इज कॉल्ड रेट ऑफ रिटर्न और ऑल्सो कॉल्ड इंटरनल रेट ऑफ रिटर्न. So in that case, we also apply the formula of internal rate of return. Internal rate of return का फॉर्मूला ये इस चीज़ को डिफाइन करता है, इस चीज़ पे जोर देता है कि आपके कंपनी को कितना रिक्वायर्ड है इंटरेस्ट रेट और कितना उसे मिल रहा है किसी प्रोजेक्ट पे इन्वेस्ट करने पे. तो जब आपका इंटरनल रेट ऑफ रिटर्न नॉर्मल रेट ऑफ रिटर्न से ज़्यादा होता है तो प्रोजेक्ट प्रॉफिटेबल होता है और तभी उसमें इन्वेस्ट किया जाता है. तो इंटरनल रेट ऑफ रिटर्न की कंडीशन ये होती है, दैट कंडीशन वेयर एनपीवी बिकम्स जीरो, दैट इज कॉल्ड इंटरनल रेट ऑफ रिटर्न. यानी कि दैट रेट ऑफ रिटर्न from a project which will render NPV is equals to 0, that is sigma C is equals to C naught. That means the sum of cash inflows is equals to cash outflow. So this is the concept of internal rate of return. आप सेकेंड यूनिट में जब कैपिटल कॉस्टिंग पढ़ेंगे तो आप इंटरनल रेट ऑफ रिटर्न को और ज़्यादा डीपली पढ़ेंगे, उसमें आप न्यूमेरिकल्स भी करेंगे. बट अभी के लिए अगर एक मार्क्स का क्वेश्चन एग्जाम में आता है तो आपको ये चीज़ याद रखनी है, दैट इंटरनल रेट ऑफ रिटर्न इज दैट पॉइंट वेयर एनपीवी बिकम्स जीरो, दैट इज सिग्मा सी इज इक्वल्स टू सी नॉट. ओके, सो दिस कंक्लूड्स योर चैप्टर ऑफ टाइम वैल्यू ऑफ मनी. In our lecture, we were discussing about the present value. We were talking about how does we identify the present value of our future cash flows. टाइम वैल्यू ऑफ मनी पढ़ते समय हमें ये तो समझ में आ गया कि फ्यूचर में हमारे वैल्यू ऑफ मनी जो होती है वो चेंज हो जाती है, because according to the rules of economics or according to the trends of economics and economy in the country, we have seen that the value of money decreases over the time. आज आपके पास 10 रुपीज़ है, उसकी जो परचेजिंग पावर है, आफ्टर 5 years इट्स परचेजिंग पावर इज़ नॉट गोइंग टू बी सेम, इट्स प्रॉबली गोइंग टू डिक्लाइन. वी हैव नोटिस्ड दिस. Okay, so here after studying the theoretical portion for present value, we are going to discuss a few numericals also, and this numerical discussion is important for you because in exams you will get at least 10 marks of numericals from the topic of time value of money. और अगर आपने प्रेजेंट वैल्यू के कॉन्सेप्ट को अच्छी तरह से समझ लिया और आपने क्वेश्चंस को सही तरीके से न्यूमेरिकल्स को सॉर्ट आउट करना सीख लिया तो आपके अच्छे मार्क्स इंश्योर्ड हैं एग्ज़ाम में. सो नाउ लेट्स लुक एट द formula for the present value numericals. The first formula for the numerical is the present value of a single cash flow. Okay, so when a single cash flow is given to you, अगर आपको सिंगल कैश फ्लो गिवन है और आपसे ये कहा जा रहा है क्वेश्चन में दैट यू हैव टू डिटरमाइन द प्रेजेंट वैल्यू ऑफ दिस अमाउंट आफ्टर n नंबर ऑफ ईयर्स, देन द फॉर्मूला विच यू आर गोइंग टू अप्लाई इज वेरी सिंपल, which is present value is equals to future value upon 1 plus I power n. The formula is visible on the screen for you. So you have to follow the simple formula and get your answers. Now let's look at the example. Here you have a question that an investor wants to invest 50,000 rupees for 15 years at a rate of 9%. What will be the present value after 15 years? So एक इन्वेस्टर है जो ये चाहते हैं कि ये आइडेंटिफाई करना चाहते हैं कि आफ्टर 15 years when they will get when they will receive a amount of 50,000 rupees, then what will be its present value if the interest rate is 9%. अगर इकोनॉमी में इंटरेस्ट रेट 9% लग रहा है तो 15 साल बाद जब आपको 50,000 रुपीज़ रिसीव होंगे तो उसकी एक्चुअल वैल्यू क्या होगी. So when you will look at the present value factor table, you will see that at 15 years and 9%, the present value factor of lump sum is 0.275. So you will simply put up this factor value of 0.275 in your numerical and multiply it with rupees 50,000, and you will get the answer of 13,107.50 rupees, which is the answer for your question. That means अगर आज आपने कोई इन्वेस्टमेंट किया है और आफ्टर 15 years आपको उस इन्वेस्टमेंट पे 50,000 रुपीज़ मिलेंगे और आपकी इकोनॉमी में और आपके इन्वेस्टमेंट में 9% इंटरेस्ट रेट लग रहा है, तो 15 साल बाद जो आपको 50,000 रुपीज़ मिलेंगे उसकी एक्चुअल वैल्यू उस टाइम पे 13,750 रुपीज़ होगी. You can do this question by calculator method also. All you have to put the simple formula of present value is equals to future value upon 1 plus I power n. जहाँ पे आपको present value calculate करनी है. Future value is equals to 50,000. Rate of interest is 9% and number of years is 15. So when you will put it in the equation, your equation will become present value is equals to 50,000 upon 1 plus 9% power 15. और जब आप उसे कैलकुलेटर मेथड से क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करेंगे देन ऑल्सो योर आंसर विल बी इक्विवेलेंट टू 13,750, and that will help you to determine the present value of that investment. Okay, so then the next condition is the present value of annuity. Annuity की definition हमें पता है. Annuity means when you are either receiving or paying the equal amount of money every year, every financial year. So here the formula, if you are putting up the formula, calculator formula, then the formula is present value is equals to amount into 1 upon I minus 1 upon I into 1 plus I power n, where I is the rate of interest, n is the number of years, and a is the amount. Or if you are using the factor value table, then you will look into the present value factor of annuity table of rupees 1, and your simple formula will become present value is equals to amount into present value of annuity factor at n number of years and I interest rate. So now let's look at a example. So here we have the example which says that a person have borrowed a 3-year loan of rupees 10,000 at 9% from the employer to buy a motorcycle or any other commodity. So if your employer requires 3 equal end of the year payments, what will be the annual installments? Okay, so here in this question आपको ये गिवन है कि दैट योर इन्वेस्टमेंट है या जो आपने लोन लिया है दैट इज़ फॉर 3 years. उस पर रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट आपका लग रहा है 9% का. आपने 10,000 रुपीज़ का लोन लिया है. सो बेसिकली इट इज़ अ प्रेजेंट वैल्यू. आपने अपने एम्प्लॉयर से 10,000 का लोन लिया है 9% पे 3 साल के लिए, और आपको अपने एम्प्लॉयर को ये अमाउंट इक्वल इंस्टॉलमेंट्स में अगले 3 साल तक वापस करना है. सो इफ़ यू वांट टू डिटरमाइन व्हाट इज़ गोइंग टू बी दैट इंस्टॉलमेंट, आपको अपनी वो इंस्टॉलमेंट डिटरमाइन करनी है. सो देन योर इक्वेशन विल बी 10,000 रुपीज़ इज इक्वल्स टू अमाउंट of installment into present value factor of annuity at 3 years and 9%. जब आप present value factor of annuity of rupees 1 में थर्ड ईयर पे 9% की वैल्यू चेक करेंगे तो it will be 2.531. And when you will divide it with 10,000 rupees, you will get your equal installment amount, which is 3,951. So that means the person who has taken a loan of 10,000 rupees from its employer and has to return it in equal installments every year, that means अब उसको हर साल 3,951 रुपए की इंस्टॉलमेंट अपने एम्प्लॉयर को वापस करनी होगी in order to repay his loan. Okay, so this was a simple question. So I think these two questions are enough to make you understand how the present value works. And I'm focusing here on present value because this is going to be a very important portion of your numerical part in upcoming units also. So you must focus while on present value while studying, because if you are going to make a career in finance, this understanding of time value of money and this understanding of present value of money is going to be very helpful for your different calculations and your job also. So thank you so much students for listening. Have a nice day ahead.